All right, this is Coach Lebetter, and now we're doing lines from 2 points, the point slope formula. So you only have like 3 of these to do, but this is a review. So we're doing point slope formula, so I'm gonna do that. So here we go, we're gonna get started. All right, so here it says, write the equation of a line that passes through these 2 points. So they give us 2 points, all right? So I'm gonna write these down real quick so that way I can share it with you on my paper. All right, it says put the answer in fully reduced point slope form, okay, unless it's a vertical or horizontal line. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna share my writing. All right, so they want us to put it in point slope form. All right, so point slope form, if you remember right, point slope means I need to have a point and a slope, and it's y minus y1. The slope, my x minus x1. So we have to put it in this form. That's exactly what they want us to do. All right, we need a slope and we need a point. Well, we have a point. We have 2 of them, in fact. So we have to find the slope first. And the way to find the slope, so first thing is we want to find the slope. All right, and we're going to use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, and so I'm going to label these. This is x1, y1. X2, Y2. All right, so here we go. Y2 is a 3, so you can see that right there. This is a minus, so that's still going to stay a minus. My Y1 is a -7, so I'm going to put 2 of them right there. Notice it's 2 negatives, so you know that's going to change. The next one is x squared, which is -1. I have a little minus right here, so that's still a minus. And my x1 is a -3. Okay, so now remember, whenever I have 2 negatives side by side like this with nothing between them, it changes it to a positive. So it's 3 plus 7. This is -1 plus 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. -1 plus 3. Please use your calculator. Don't assume it's 4. It's not 4 because there's a plus, because it'd be just like if you took a step back and then took 3 steps forward, you'd not be 4 steps ahead. So this one would be 2 because you're going to subtract them. And 2 goes into 10 5 times. So my slope, my letter M, is going to be 5. All right, now remember we're putting it in this point here. So we found the slope. Now we get to pick a point. You can pick either point you want to. I'm going to pick, let's say, it doesn't matter which one I pick. Let's do the double negative so we can practice one with the double negative. So I'm going to pick this guy right here. All right, so here we go. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, so y we're going to leave alone. My y1, okay, and we're using this guy here, is a -7. So I'm putting a -7 here. My slope is 5. X, and now we're putting a minus, and my x1 is also a -3. All right, now remember, they want us to leave it in this form. We just have to clean it up. So y plus 7 equals 5, x plus 3. Now, we don't have any fractions to reduce. This looks like it's in point slope form. So I'm going to read the directions just to make sure that we're not missing something. So let's go back. It says, put your answer in fully reduced point slope form. Okay, so we have it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put y plus, because it's a plus 7, equals 5, open parentheses, x plus 3. So all I did was put down what we have as an answer. Now let's hit submit. Let's see what happens. And we got it right. See, they did the slope. Ooh, they used the same point we did. All right, and they did the exact same thing. And so here's what I did. We took this and we plugged in our x1, y1, which we chose this one right here. And so we plugged it in with the slope and I cleaned it up, and then there it is. We didn't have to graph it. They just graphed it for you. All right, let's do one more. All right, so here we go. This one says 2 points. We have 5 and -1, and the other one is 2, -1. They want us to do the point slope formula again. All right, so we're going to do the exact same thing we just did. All right, so here it is. So I'm going to label it x1, y1, x2, y2. I need to find the slope first. So we're going to find slope. which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here we go. My y2 is a -1. The minus in the middle, my y1 is another -1. All right, my x2 is 2 minus my x1 is a 5. So I have a double negative here. So you know that makes it a plus. So it's going to be -1 plus 1 over 2 minus 5. That's going to be 0 over -3. All right, so look, whenever you have a fraction and the zeros on top, your answer is 0. All right. If the 0 was on the bottom like this, oh, wrong way, sorry. If the 0 was on the bottom, that would be undefined. However, this is my answer if the slope is 0. So this is going to be a nice one. Y minus y1. This is the point slope form. Remember, they'll give this to you on the STAR test, the formula. All right, so watch this. So I'm picking a point. I'm going to pick this guy again. So my y1 is -1. There's a subtract there. My slope is 0. Remember how it's 0. My x is there, and my x1 is 5. Now, watch this. This is going to be y plus 1 equals, this is going to be 0. So it's going to be interesting how they ask us for it. They may ask us for this answer right here, which technically is correct, or they may ask us this right here. What's 0 times this? Well, this whole thing is going to equal 0. And then when I move the 1 over, it's going to say y equals a -1. So they may ask it for that form, or they may ask it in this form. So let's go see what they're asking for, because this is point slope form. This is kind of like the y-intercept form. So let me double check the question. Put your answer in fully reduced point slope unless it's a vertical horizontal line. Okay, so ours is and let's talk about this. I'm going to go back to my screen. Mine says y equals a -1. So if I drew the x and y coordinates, all right, it says y is a -1. Well, -1 will pretend is here. That means the dot is right there. All right, and we will draw a line like this, because then the line is touching only the y. You notice there's no x here. So if there was an x, then our line that we drew here would be touching the x. But it's only a y, so it's only touching at -1. So this is a horizontal line. So we're going to put y equals -1 here and see what happens. So y equals -1. Ta-da! See, perfect. We did good. All right, I can do one more. All right, so here we go. This one's got 2 points here. So we're going to pick these 2 points as well. I brought them down for you again. And I'm going to go ahead and label them while you're waiting. All right, so here we go. All right, so again, we're going to find the slope. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So my y2 is a -8 minus my y1 is a 2. My x2 is an 8 minus my x1 is a 9. So -8 and a -2, that makes a -10. 8 minus that's a -1. So my slope is going to be a +10 because these are 2 negatives, and 2 negatives make a positive. So I'm going to pick this one as my point. So here we go, y minus y1. So y minus 2. My slope is 10. Then I got x, and then my x1 is a 9. And so right there, this here would be my point slope form right here. So I'm going to go back to my delta math. And we're going to type in our equation, y minus 2 equals, our slope was 10, open parentheses, x minus 9, and close parentheses. And there you go. And that's how you do it.